All right, y'all. So let's talk about this. So you guys know I did a video, and I talked about how Tisha Campbell was being interviewed, and she basically, told a guy that was, telling her that she's very beautiful, very attractive, and that, you know, men want to date her. Like, everybody want to date Tisha Campbell, and she said no, they don't want to date Tisha Campbell. They want to date Gina. And I said, there's power in what she said for the simple fact that she's telling you, like, no. So this is when like y'all don't, I'm not Gina, I'm Tisha. I'm playing a character on TV when I'm Gina. And I said, that's the type of questions that I would have. Like, think about it. On a scale of 1 to 10, how close, how much of a parallel is Gina Waters and Tisha Campbell? Like, how much of that is really you and how much is character, right? That's a good damn question. Because fools will be fools. People see somebody, they start fantasizing, and they start putting movies together in their head, and then they think that this is something that they want till they actually get it. Now, what was crazy about this situation here was there was people that started making videos. I know factually, put it like this. I can't look. And my strong opinion, people that seen my video was like making their own twist of their video off of mine, which is fine. But people misconstrue things. Not what I'm saying, but just the overall topic of what I was talking about. And Martin himself did a video. He did an interview, and I spoke about that in the video, where the interviewer asked Martin, what did he think that, like, what was it about the show that he think that really attracted people to the show like that overall? And he said, because me and Tisha Campbell, we represented black love like you wasn't used to seeing on these shows. And the crowd, woo, woo, and right, they did all of that and gave it up. Now, I myself, I mean, maybe there are people that see it like that. I surely didn't. And my whole thing is like, I'm like, this wasn't even a shot at Martin or Gina or any of them. This was just me being real and having enough common sense and experience in life to know better than to accept certain things and try to convey certain things into my life because some celebrity, anybody else is saying it. I deal with reality. I don't deal with that fake fantasy stuff or you never know or hypotheticals. I don't deal with that. Here's the deal. Martin and Gina did not represent black love. Martin and Gina, you know what they represented? Two characters on a sitcom. If you want to say you represent black love, you know what that means. Hey, if we have an issue, we work it out. If something goes down, we work it out. We get through it. I have your best interest in mind. You have my best interest in mind. We can't go wrong. It's when you stand for what you believe in. You willing to die for what you believe in? Are you? You understand what I'm saying? Are you willing to die for what you believe in? Are you giving a message of black love? Are you giving a message that you stand by? You understand what I'm saying? People like to take fantasy. You want to know what's crazy? You could have a man that work at Walmart. His wife could work at, the local bakery. They come home to each other. The second they see each other, it's a hug, a smile, a warm embrace, that long kiss. I miss you too. I love you so much. I hate when I'm not around you. I think about you all day, blah, blah, blah. And right? They making sure that their kids have what they need. They're providing for their kids. They have a strong family structure. They spend quality time, not spare time. They educate their families and they do their very best to make sure that they keep each other happy, to keep each other satisfied, and that's their goal. Nobody ever looks at that family and say, that's a representation of black love. Why? Because they're not rich. I don't know them. They're not financially way up yet. No, you understand what I'm saying? There's nobody that represents black love for everybody. You represent black love. No, you represent what you're representing. See, people take the words, oh, because Martin said it, and it has to be so, right? You don't even think about it. No, there's nothing that they represent about black love. First of all, Martin did some things to Gina in that show that if he did that in real life, just one time, certain things he did, a woman would, nah, we done. Same thing for Gina. Pam wasn't nothing but a little hoe on the show. Pam was disrespectful to Martin just as he was disrespectful to her. And in his own house, right? But you know what I find weird is the fact that people are even making that a conversation. It's a freaking sitcom. It's not real life. You know what's crazy about it? I can remember the episode when Martin, it was the episode when Martin was trying to get a job. He was going out of unemployment. And remember, like, he became a mailman, he was a floor buffer and all that, right? He's doing floor care. Now, do you remember when they was sitting there going through something? I think it was looking at the bills. That's before they cut the lights off in the apartment. And remember when Gina says to him, he's talking about something, he's like, baby, he's like, we gonna be all right? He's like, well, Wheezy, he's like, what did he say? Wheezy Jefferson ain't never had a job, right? Remember something like that. And she said, Martin, that's TV. This is real life. We have bills. And I remember watching that episode and two people in the room like, that's right. That's right. Like, no, that's not right. This is also a TV show. Like, do you understand how it is to trick the human mind, right? This is a sitcom. The stuff we see Gina and Martin do, we suppose, it's meant for us to laugh at it. And even when they try to put a message in something to where they want to get you to feel for the character, that's basically what it is. It's not so much, oh, I want, look, it's no one particular way that they handle something and like, this is the only way. The point is to get you to care about the character. There was no brilliance, no nothing that they did that was, oh, that's real. Because Martin did shit that I wouldn't do. You understand what I'm saying? Things was handled in ways that I wouldn't have done it that way. So there was no, they represented black love. They represented two characters on a goddamn sitcom. That's what they represented. But why is this even a conversation? I've seen videos, man. These women was ripping Martin apart and was, how dare he say they represented black love? There ain't no black love. This dude was rotten and how he treated people. And I'm like, God damn. This is what y'all got off the video? A fucking sitcom. I loved watching Sanford and Son as a kid. And even now, that's my favorite show to watch. I wouldn't want Fred. Look, me and my father didn't have the best relationship. My father was a grouchy, mean motherfucker, just like Fred. My father did some shit to times I question if I didn't think my father loved me at times. He just did a lot of rotten shit, but in his mind, he thought he was doing the right thing somehow. Case in point, no, I wouldn't. If my father ain't do this shit as far as Fred stealing from Lamont and lying to him. No, but he was just mean as fuck. And my father was, everything had to be his way, right? He was one of those people. And God, this and the devil, this and the devil. He could not have a conversation. Not talking about God, the devil, and God come take us into the rapture and battle the demon. That's his whole conversation. He didn't know how to hold a conversation. And a conversation with my pop was, no matter what you say, you could be the one to start the conversation. My father is going to end up talking for the next 45 minutes, and you're just sitting there like falling asleep and just like, damn, right? And the thing is, as my father, when I'm not asking him for nothing, advice or nothing, he comes to give it. And everything is always about the devil, and God, right? But if I come to my father for advice, tell you what you do. Ask Jah for guidance Ask God to God you give you. I'm like, man, I'm asking you, man. I'm not sitting up here crossing my fingers and talking to the damn ceiling in the house. Pop, what should I do? Right? I'm asked, right? This is why I left home. Well, it was way more than that, but I left home at 18 years old. So I had to learn life on my own. Because my father wasn't a good teacher. My mom wasn't either. They were good providers, but not teachers. I had to understand that and learn that. So when I have kids, I don't treat them the same way. And I have a better way of approaching them and able to learn and grow with them and not think I know everything and understand them. Because grown-ups love to say things like, you got a roof over your head, you got food, you don't have to pay for nothing. What could you possibly have to worry about? Like, oh, that's one of the most immature and toxic ways you could ever see anything. That's like a lot of times, like when women get mad, like a woman want to have sex with you, and but the woman is on the way home telling you stuff like, "Oh my God, I'm so tired. Oh God, I just want to wash and go to bed. Okay, I'm exhausted. So you go run some bath water in the jacuzzi, all that. Put the bubble bath in there, got everything all smelling good. Boom. All right, wow, bam. Throw out what she gonna sleep in or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Oh, thank you so much, right? Just like that. Now you both go to sleep, and next thing you know, next morning comes, she's pissed off, walk around stomping, slamming the fuck like, and then what's the matter with you? Nothing. Look, what's going on? I'm fine. All day attitude, call you and just start saying stupid shit and like, right? And then finally you get sick of the shit and finally get her to spit it out. Why didn't you make love to me last night? Wow. So that's how you set the mood by telling me how fucking exhausted you are and how you just want to shower and go to bed. And then after, as soon as you got the shower and lay the fuck down, and all of a sudden, what the, are you fucking nuts? Are you mental or something, right? So check this out. When you say growing pains, when you say life lessons, when somebody says they're the symbol of black love, they don't go through those things, they don't have that. So what do you actually represent? Nobody represents no damn black love. Nobody represents no symbol of excellence. That's phrases that people use, and then they brainwash you and tell you this is how this is valid. This is what makes this a true state. No, that's their fucking opinions. There's no facts. There's no, what criteria do we go by? How many times they done broke up or was about to break up, arguing over nothing, doing rotten shit, lying to each other, and well, everybody, no, speak for yourself. I don't do that shit. Your dumbass do though. So was Fred and Lamont, huh? Did they represent the love between the father and son? Like this is the, man, Lamont used to be shoving Fred, pushing him, always yelling at him. You know, the first like season and two. Then Fred say, but they was both rotten to each other in a lot of ways. Fred being worse because he's older and the father and should know better. And Lamont was old enough to know better as well. But no, I wouldn't want my father to treat me like that. I would be there shoving my father and all this crazy stuff. It's TV. It's not real. Like the episode when, remember the baby shut out and Martin caught it and Tommy said, hey, wait a minute. Where's the umbilical cord? What did Martin say? Oh, damn it, Tommy. We don't need an umbilical cord. This is TV. Like, remember that. Yes. It's just a show. Stop frowning and laugh at this shit. That's all it is. It's a show. But the things that we should focus on in real life to make better relationships, to make better situations so we can coexist and actually love each other and not, I'm only with you because of how much money you make. Or no. You know, we don't want to focus on those things and make a better situation. Focus on celebrity life and then start talking and getting all in your feelings because of some words that was said about representing black love. No, it didn't represent black love. George and Weezy didn't represent no damn black love. Archie and Edith didn't represent white love or however you want to call it. No, it's just TV, man. Hell, you can say certain people, like example, the guy that played Charles Dutton, the show Rock, him and his wife. You can say they loved each other, but they had their little. I mean, come on, man. They all have had things that they've done in these shows that, like I said, they've done in some real life. The relationship will be over. Bill Cosby and Felicia Rashad. You could say that they tried to put more of a positive, more, you know, squeaky clean, goody two shoes type, but that ain't represent black love. What the fuck? What is black love? In a nutshell, that you're representing that. You understand what I'm saying? You can say, I know people that scumbags. Scumbags. What criteria do I use? Well, do you know right from wrong, right? What is your moral compass, right? And they're scumbags, liars, thieves, just fucked up people. But there's people that say, yo, he a good dude, though. Yeah, he a good dude, man. Because you know what? They only focus on what they do with them. They don't give a fuck what they do to other people. And when you say, let's focus on the good, because you're clearly trying to overlook the bad, and then you're so, like I told this one female, this is one of my favorite analogies. She was talking about a relationship she was in, right? And she was like, the guy she was with didn't trust her, right? And was like, she did some things that he didn't like, but to her, she don't see what was wrong about it. He didn't trust her, and she never gave him a reason not to trust. And the reason why she snuck and did things was because he wouldn't understood. And after saying all that, I said, let me ask you something. I said, just be honest. Just be honest. I said, look me in the eye. When you were sneaking out to go see your ex-boyfriend, this is the same dude that when you met the guy that you was with currently at the time, you told him how he was trash. He mistreated you. He didn't know what your worth was, and he didn't value what you brought. No, all that stuff you said, right? And he didn't deserve you and all that. But now, this is the same guy, and you're making time to go see him, and you're lying to your current at the time, saying he wouldn't have understood. How can you sit up here and complain about anything when you were lying and going to act as if you're the victim, like he made you lie and cheat because he didn't trust you? And so like you were supposed to walk up to your man and say, hey, listen, my ex is in town and I want to go see him. Oh, sure, go hang out, have a great time, tell him I said hello. Is that what he was supposed to do? Well, I mean, so if one of his ex-girlfriends pop up, would you be, oh, sure, yeah? No, and you wouldn't. I said, but answer this question. Did you hold hands? Tell that man you miss him. Did he tell you he missed you? Did you guys kiss? Tell me you didn't. Tell me you didn't do any of that. She dropped her head, then looked up, dropped her head. I said, okay, now I know you did, and you know you did. Simple. Yes or no, did you do it? Just yes or no. I don't want no fucking explanation. I don't care about any of that. Did you, yes or no, did you hold hands? Did you tell each other y'all missed each other? Hug and kiss and show affection. Did y'all do that? Yes. Right? Like a little kid. Got the low voice. I said, okay. So let me ask you something. What exactly was it that your current at the time wouldn't have understood? What parts he didn't understand? She couldn't even answer that question. The very things that he didn't trust, you did. So he wasn't wrong. You're just stubborn and want to do what you want to do. Do you understand what I'm saying? It had nothing to do with him being wrong. She just couldn't get away with shit with him. At the church, you know what they said about that couple? This is the most beautiful couple. God has blessed them and put them together. And these two, they show you what God's love is. Because black people, especially them old Southerners, they separate any type of blackness from God. It's all about Jesus, and I don't care about it's about God and Jesus, right? They don't care about that. They don't want to hear about no ancestors. They don't care about any of that. So my thing with that is, though, they said that this couple, they show you what God's blessings is. God is using them as vessels to bless other people. This is the couple you want to be like. I said, man, you motherfuckers don't know. I'm knowing they don't know what's going on. So what they thought they knew, the game, the image that they saw, but it wasn't the guy, it was her. But bottom line is, the point is, they had issues to where it caused them to break up. And they broke up probably maybe, I don't even know if it was a full month after that was said in church about them, right? Now check this out. Anybody can tell you somebody represents something. Somebody's this, somebody's that. And then you say it because whatever criteria you use to judge that, you can also find out that you're wrong. This is what she said to me. But all right, I said, and I told her, don't sit here at no point and tell me he made you cheat. Because that's the conversation's over then. If you're gonna talk to me, be real. So she tried to dance around it and say when she did cheat, and she knows she did, and I know she did. She tried to make it, oh, but by then it's like we just wasn't getting along, and things are just, when people start talking with that harmony in their voice, they about to cry, they trying to get sympathy from you. Yeah, I'm like, you saying all of that for what? So basically, it got so bad that you cheated. Okay, regardless, that might be it, but you still did it, right? And she said the problem is, so like she's like, the problem is, see, he would always focus on the bad, like focus on the good. Don't just leave the bad out of it. That's how we go forward. But all right, so you gave him reason to not trust you, but you said you gave him no reason to not trust you. But you sat there, held hands, hugged, kissed, lied, and told him you was stuck at work and you was out with your ex-boyfriend. And shame, and then regardless to whoever it was, you were doing this, but you want to be innocent. You want to play the victim, right? So check this out. When people tell you, and this is something y'all say this to people when they talk about focus on the good, right? It's like when these motherfuckers talk about the Bible and they be talking about focus on the good that God did. Don't focus on the bad, right? No. When a person tell you that, this is always my analogy when they say that. I'll ask a person, like, what's your favorite food or something, right? Say whatever it is, right? Now, let's just say, for example, motherfucker tell you, oh, I love a well done steak with steak sauce and all that. Oh, I got the potatoes on this. Okay, right, I got you. Okay, cool. Throw some shrimp in it. Yeah, oh yeah, I love that. That's okay. Now, imagine you go to a person and you tell them, hey man, I made your favorite dish. Got your steak, got the potatoes, on the side, got the shrimp, just like you like. You got the steak sauce, right? Got the perfect ingredients, all the stuff you wanted, man. And I hooked the steak up. This is the best. Hope you enjoy it, man. Oh, thank you. Oh man, you're the best. You know what, man? Yeah. And right before they about to eat it, you say, now, oh, by the way, it got all the ingredients in it, so you know how I cook, so you're gonna enjoy it. But just to let you know, I took a little bit of diarrhea, not a lot, just a little bit, right? And I put it in the steak and in the steak sauce, but just a little bit, right? You won't even taste it. Don't worry about it. Focus on the good, not the bad. Just focus on all the other ingredients that I used. Don't focus on the bad. Would you still eat that steak? You understand what I'm saying? And you know you hell no. Okay then. And it's the same thing. It's different. No, it's not different. It's the same exact thing. Because once a person break your trust, you can't see them the same way again. They want you to forget about what they did. And you know what they'll start doing? They'll start nitpicking and try to find something. They're so stubborn. They can't just accept what they did. And you should feel like shit. But work through it, get through that. No, they're not giving you reason to trust them. And especially when somebody tries to play the goody two shoes role, then they end up being the same type of liar that they was describing their former as being, and then now you find out that nope, she wasn't at work. She was with her ex-boyfriend, right? Okay. There was a show called That's My Mama, right? Now you remember Clifton Davis playing that show. I forgot what the lady name was that played his mother. Y'all remember Jane from what's her name from the Jeffersons, right? So she was on this episode. She was trying to play this goody two shoes role, and the very first time she met Clifton Davis, they in the house, they flirting with each other and everything. And when the two parents went in the kitchen, and he told me, I was gonna kiss you, baby, and she's talking about, well, I think if I'm gonna kiss someone, I should get to know them first, and he respected that, right? But it turns out she had a reputation. She was getting around with everybody. So he wanted to know, why you playing this role with me? Like, you such a goody two shoes, and you got a reputation. You out here running around, messing around with people, and come on, right? And pretty much, it was known that I think they were gonna get married or something or whatever like that, or whatever. They were getting engaged or whatever. And then when it was called off, it's like, what happened? She looked at him. Her mother was there and his mother was there, and she looked at him like begging him to not say nothing. He took the heat for her and said, I'm just not ready to give her what she deserves. He made it like it was his fault. And a lot of people are like that. I actually was in a relationship like that where same thing happened. Motherfucker lied, but I didn't take the blame. The person, somebody just assumed something that should have happened didn't, but assumed it was because of me. It's like, you know what, man, this is what I'm saying. People will hide behind things. Now, what you don't know, you can't speak on. So when you say, he's a good dude, she's a good person, this one is that, they represent black love. Again, based on what? That's just a term. That's it. Just a saying. How do you validate that? If you accept something and say, in your opinion, that's what you feel, then that's all it is your opinion. But reality check. How did they represent black love? They represented, if you want to put it like this, as far as the characters that being played, they represented their love. My mother and father was together. They didn't represent no damn black love. They represented who they were as a couple. And they wound up getting divorced too. So, you understand what I'm saying? Who saw that coming? In case in point, my mother and father are two real people that was married in real life, not playing a character on a TV screen. In fact, if you really want to look at it, I think it's fucked up altogether that you're a married man or a married woman. You're an actor, you're an actress, and you're laying up in the bed, kissing people, rubbing on people's chests, and you understand what I'm saying? Especially in movies when they doing sex scenes, and then imagine that. Then you go home. Imagine people that do porn. And then go home. Oh, how was work? Hey, man, I hope you have a rotten day at work today. You understand what I'm saying? Think about it. So this is why certain occupations that people have, they have trouble keeping relationships. Because the person that they're with, I wouldn't settle down with no porno chick, or I wouldn't even want an actress. Period. Unless that woman controls her own destiny. Because certain things it's not for me. But case in point, all this, they represented black love. Oh, the Cosby Show, they were the perfect family. They were model citizens. Okay, you could say that their characters, they played good people, right? Here's the deal. People said Bill Cosby was a better person on the Cosby Show as a character than he was in actual real life. Remember how Bill Cosby sat on Oprah and he was talking about, and I agree about the N-word and just the way black people was depicted. I agree with him. I did. The problem is this, though. Off camera, Bill was a pervert. And Bill himself used the word nigger. Himself. Cursed a lot. Had an attitude and was arrogant. So he played a better role as a human being on the Cosby Show than in actual real life. Now check this out. Goes back to Tisha Campbell saying, no, they don't want to date Tisha Campbell. They want to date Gina. You understand what I'm saying? Like, people take something that's fake, they overthink it, and they try to use it as a measuring stick in real life, and you just can't do that, man. I mean, because let's just be real, man. If you, when there's one way to do something, when there's, okay, let me, a perfect example, a perfect example. Some people do things a certain way, and like my friend might accept something or allow something from his woman that I wouldn't, or vice versa. Or he might be in these things that I'm not into. You have couples that might be into that swinging shit. They might, be into some bisexual shit. That's not my lifestyle. You understand what I'm saying? But there's people that will say they got the perfect relationship because he will allow his woman to do whatever makes her happy, even if she want to have sex with another man. I think that's beautiful. I heard a woman say this shit, that a man is sitting there holding his wife's hand, staring her in her eyes, while another man is fucking his wife, and she's sitting there screaming and hollering, ooh, and right, but staring at her husband. So now, what was said was, then when they go home, that makes the sex better between the two of them, and it turns him on to watch another man screwing his wife. That's some sick shit to me. But somebody else says, that's so cool. They have a loving relationship. That person saying it lets you know that, yeah, that's the shit they on. You date me, and I want to bring somebody, hey, yeah, you understand what I'm saying? And what happens in a whole lot of relationships when people do stuff like that is this. Say that your woman is talking about, like, she got a female friend, right? She bring that female friend, y'all have a threesome. And you, now, it's only a matter of time before she like, your friend John? Yeah. I was thinking about having a threesome with him tonight. And, what? Because you thought it was just going to be you, your wife, and the female, right? And now you like, nah, I ain't with. Now, what you mean? Nah, you not with that. I did it for you. Now, it becomes a problem. For me, the fact that you got eyes on another human being in a sexual way, in a lustful way, I'm done. You can, you can have that. I'm good. I'm not going to cry and feel no type of way. I ain't crying over nobody. You're not for me. You for the streets. But she's being honest with you. Yeah, that's what you do when you single and shit and you ain't got no intentions on settling down. It defeats the purpose. I'm going to go, it's like doing porn for a living. I go screw other women all day and come home and say, baby, that's my job. When I'm eating that woman out, I don't enjoy it. When I'm screwing that woman and she get all juicy and I'm shooting the back shots all up to the top of her head and all that, yeah, I don't really enjoy that. Nah, when I'm sitting up here and I'm banging 3 women at one time and they all sitting taking turns, and yeah, right. It's not special. See, I fuck them, but I make love to you. My life is with you. If you believe that bullshit, you understand what I'm saying? Some people will accept things that somebody else won't. And what I think is whack as fuck, somebody else would think that that's true love right there. I remember some Tyler Perry movie. I don't even watch his movies, but I remember, forgot what the hell I was. And some movie he had where it was basically this woman kept cheating on this man. And no matter how bad she hurt him, he wouldn't leave. And I remember these 3 women standing there like, that's true love right there. Nah, dumb bitch. That's weakness. It's not true love. And I guarantee you, for a person that say that, that's true love right there. And you go out and fuck around and catch AIDS from somebody or something and then give it to that man. Yeah, let's see how true that love is now. Because y'all both gonna die. Yeah. And I bet you he be thinking, I should have left this motherfucker alone. Especially when he knew already he couldn't trust you, and vice versa, whoever's doing it. But you see, because you have good on-screen chemistry, And yeah, in the show, they're saying, I love you, I love you. And they might have did things that people enjoyed and all that shit and whatever. I don't like love stories anyway. I like bullshit. Fuck, I want to just sit watching movie, kiss and hug and all that shit, whatever. But anyway, I mean, we can go through all of this stuff. George Jefferson's character, he was just a little silly, lying motherfucker. He was funny as hell, though. He was funny as hell. But as far as his character, man, in real life as a friend, yeah, he did things for people in the show, right? But at the same time, I mean his character, right? But at the same time, he was a little two-faced, lying opportunist. He was a sellout. And it always took somebody to do something to go overboard for him to snap into his senses and, realize, okay, what he's doing is wrong. And here's the thing. If you want to talk about on-screen chemistry and all that, and somebody who could play a character, man, I always love the theme song, especially when the person that's singing that song is Alona from Good Times, right? And when she be singing in the part where all the music stop and the beat just be kicking and she be singing, oh, I love that part. And that's when George be walking, swinging his arms, and I always would be cracking up the way he the way he walked when I was a kid. So I always loved watching that show. Nothing that I seen about Sherman Hemsley playing George Jefferson would make me think that dude was gay. So in real life, yeah, he was homosexual. It's when I saw an interview. And then I'm like, oh shit. Like, then you see he's nothing like his character. Because as a kid, you don't know better. You think that what you see is, you don't even know what movies and shit are. Like, you just see somebody on the TV screen, they're doing stuff. You don't even know what the word movie means, right? You're a little kid just watching stuff. You don't know what a cartoon is. You just see something. It gets your attention. You like it or you don't like it, right? Now people teach you and explain to you what these things are. But you don't know that these people are acting. You don't know that they go and rehearse to say lines. You don't know any of this shit. So as you learn, as you get older and you start to grow and mature and you understand these things, and you realize these people are playing characters. You can play a devoted, loving father and husband and be the biggest dog in the world. Vice versa. It's TV, man. This shit is not real. I was just sitting here like, damn, why are they so mad at Martin? Because he made a comment. If Martin thinks in his mind that they represented black love, so be it. But at the end of the day, if you're that weak and feeble that you gotta get angry about that because you feel like, oh, he's poisoning people. Goddamn, no. Listen, you don't know how to think for yourself. And again, the thing is, like, I agree that no, I don't think that they symbolize no black love, but there's no TV show or none of that stuff. Back to my point that I was about to make that I realized I didn't make. If you play a role in a certain way, like example, when Samuel played in Django and he was a damn house nigga. If you the type of person that get in your feelings, you couldn't stand Samuel. You wanted to beat his ass, didn't you? Now, what I'm saying, he played a house nigga. So he basically was carrying himself the way that has been explained to us that house niggas acted, right? So pretty much, like, who likes a house nigga? A house nigga is a sellout. That's why they have the terminology. Like when you see it in the Bible talking about slaves obey your earthly masters with sincerity of heart, as you would Christ, right? With fear. Listen, with fear. With fear and sincerity of heart, as you would Christ, right? Not only those who are kind to you, but those who are harsh and unjust. For a good Christian is a good slave. For a good slave is a good Christian. Now, what fucking slave? First of all, what slave owner is a good person? The fact that you own a person. What slave owner is nice and good to you? A house nigga's job is to be a house nigga. The house nigga is not trying to look out for slaves. That motherfucker's scared, man. If I help him master kill me, Do you understand what I'm saying? house niggas is there to take care of the house and do the things that they tell them to do, and also to make sure you keep the field niggas in check. You see them not working or trying to escape or doing anything that you let me know, right? Understand that. So no, taking the role of a house nigga, you couldn't be a good person either, because you do whatever it takes for you to stay alive. And you ain't gonna be happy trying to see a field nigga trying to get away, right? So you understand what I'm saying? You're not gonna find no damn house nigga that was sitting up here. Like, the difference between Sambo and Uncle Tom. The story of Uncle Tom was he was trying to help the slaves. He was trying to, right? The Sambo was the one that was, hey, boss, look what they doing. No, Sambo was the Samuel L. character. You understand what I'm saying? That's why I used to tell people, man, y'all keep saying Uncle Tom, but you really should be saying Sambo. People don't even know the story. They repeat what they hear. So, case in point, you can say Samuel represented a house nigga. He was playing a house nigga. But bottom line is, there's no good house nigga. You understand what I'm saying? So when you get to the point where, let's say you're appointed to be a house nigga, but inside you like, no, I'm not. I'm gonna be looking out. So Mass ain't looking, he ain't home. They out there sneaking food to the field niggas, right? And he ain't gonna never know. To one of them field niggas betray you, because they want your spot. Crabs in the barrel. I'm gonna go tell Master that he already giving them food, and Master gonna beat him, and hopefully he gonna reward me and bring me in the house and put him out here in the field, or kill him. They don't care. They just trying to make it better for themselves, right? Like you see now, that's the mindset of Kamala Harris ain't never put no money in my pocket. No, Obama ain't never put no money in my pocket, nigga. That's that mindset. So now what I'm saying though, the terminology to say he represented a house nigga, that's the role he played, yeah. You understand what I'm saying? But that would be more accurate than saying somebody represented black love, because the point of what I'm saying is it's subjective. There's no rule. Like just say, for example, when you get hungry, you as a baby, you don't know what the word hungry means, but instinctively you know that when you smell something or something go, what's the first thing when the baby can't even see? As soon as something hit their mouth, they start doing sucking, right? Okay, now something is going in your mouth. It tastes good. It's going into your body, to your belly. And now when you're satisfied, right? Okay, I'm good. You don't know how to say it. What they do, they pull their mouth away, right? Okay, so those are your natural instincts. That's not something programmed like that somebody has to teach you. You naturally know this. Why does a bird know that it needs to fly? Why does a deer, why is they born and minutes later they're flopping around and all of a sudden they up walking? Like it's just there. Like they innately know it. Like it's the instincts. You understand what I mean? And they start doing these things. That's not subjective. That's nature. That's reality. Opinions are subjective. Facts are not subjective. Anybody trying to argue facts is just dumb as hell, right? Facts are facts. People tell you somebody did something, or they coin a phrase about something, and people lose their shit, or they'll accept it or they won't accept it. But I don't see it as no black love. I don't think the Cosbys was showing so much black love. I mean, it's different things. I mean, they was bougie as fuck to me. I ain't like that Claire Huxtable shit and Heathcliff Huxtable shit. I mean, I like the fact that they didn't project a bunch of negativity. You had two parents in the house. They wasn't poor and but they was bougie as hell, man. And prior to them, you know, what you call it, the Jeffersons, Lionel had, his mother and father in the house. Everything other than that was always just a mother and no father. Sanford and Son was different only in the sense that he had a father but no mother. But his mother died. It didn't work and they went their separate ways thing. She died. But it was, bottom line is, regardless to the fact of she wasn't on the show because she died. That's how you can't say wrote it into the script. There was nobody to write into the script. But yeah, that was part of the storyline, is that she was dead. All right. But case in point, it don't change the fact that that's how they depicted black people. one parent in the house. So it's a slap in everybody's face. And Esther Rose had to, let them know she wanted a husband in the show, a strong figure, this, that, whatever. I mean, look at James. The motherfucker was always angry, mad. They broke, poor. Economically, you made what you made back then. But he like, baby, they talking about promoting me. Oh, make a whole $1.15, and if I get promoted, I'll make $2.25 an hour. Right? And pretty much, no matter how close they get to achieving something this big, somehow it would always slip through their fingers, and they would either break even, just be able to make it. Somehow the Lord will make a way, right? And that's so they'll say that they represented a strong black family. They played a strong black family. They was dysfunctional as fuck. You understand what I'm saying? Oh, but they love each other. Nah, people say if a person won't argue with you, they don't love you. That's bullshit. It's more appropriate to say if a person don't correct your wrong. Like if a person is not looking for your best interest. Like if you tell a person, I'm not telling you this because I'm mad. I'm telling you this because I love you. I don't want to see something happen to you. You can't misconstrue those fucking words. If I'm yelling and screaming at you and acting the fucking fool, yeah, I can see how you don't see. How am I showing you love by talking to you like you're a piece of shit? Like, you understand what I'm saying? Not because you being sensitive, but because I'm just saying all the wrong things. And the approaches are wrong. So people need to really pay attention to real life. Look at All in the Family, man. Archie was racist. He was always talking shit, arguing with his wife and his son-in-law. He was a rotten motherfucking person. The character he played. So you can use the word that a person represents something, but they're playing a character. You understand what I mean? So whatever they represent, my thing is this. If you even said they represented a couple that loved each other, that would be more accurate than saying they represented black love. Because their relationship wasn't no better than nobody else's. They were always arguing with each other. They was always doing rotten shit to each other. And yeah, they had times where they was nice and sweet to each other in the show. But that represent black love part, people just talk. I could say, like I said, you can have people that just only because they're not rich, people will overlook their qualities. You understand? As human beings and how they love each other. Because, but they're not rich. And that's stupid. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Yeah, playing a character is playing a character. That's like for example, right? That's like for example, Cole was like the dumb person in the show, right? Now, if you said he represented a stupid person, just say for example, right? Now, imagine saying that, and somebody go, yeah, but that's harsh, okay? But what if somebody said he represented black stupidity? Isn't that even worse? But that's his character. That he was a stupid guy, right? Just say. Now imagine, what would you rather be? What you think is more befitting? He played a stupid character, or he represented stupidity, or he represented black stupidity. So, in other words, there's a certain stupidity that black people have that nobody else have. You see the point? What I'm saying? So, they represented Gina Waters and Martin Payne as a couple. That's all he represented. But I didn't make that video to rip Martin or Gina, any of them. And even when I did the video, when I was talking about what Tisha Campbell said, whoever she is, she is who she is. But I'm saying she said the words, not me. She said it, that they don't want to date Tisha Campbell. They want to date Gina Waters, meaning they think that they know me, but they don't. And pretty much, sometimes people are honest enough to say, look, I remember a female told me that shit. She said, I'm just telling you, you fine as fuck, and I want you. Like, I'm like, I want to get naked right now, but I mean, I want you every day. But I ain't gonna lie, I'm crazy and I get jealous real fast. Like, I'm the kind of woman, like, when you come home, if I feel suspicious, I'm gonna smell your dick, your balls, to make sure you don't smell like somebody else's put. This motherfucker. I looked at it and I said, well, I got some great news for you. You ain't got to worry about all that, because I ain't fucking with you. I know you crazy. And she bust out laughing, but she was dead ass serious about wanting me and her to like, no. You know how many dudes would have gave in because she was and all that, and right? And I'm, nah, fuck that. You know how many dysfunctional, look, I grew up with a dysfunctional family and didn't realize I was in one. It was explained to me what a dysfunctional family is, and I seen it in other people. I guess for me, nobody, a lack of understanding at the time, and then as you mature, you learn things. But I grew up in a fucking dysfunctional ass family, and when I realized it, I was like, damn. All this time I've been in this, but never seen it that way. You learn, your eyes get open to things, and it's not good to ignore things and act like it's not happening. You have to work on problems and make things like you have to make the change for the better. The people say things will work itself out. No, it don't. Bullshit. No. If your engine break down, what's going to happen? One day it's going to be nice and hot outside. All of a sudden your engine going to start working again. No, you understand what I'm saying? You have to make effort. You have to be the difference. So yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, you can use words, but like I said, there's different ways people do things. There's levels to things, so to speak. It was just a term. What he said and what he felt. Like I said, if Martin thinks, like in if his opinion obviously is that they represented black love, like you wasn't used to seeing or whatever, so be it. So be it. But I certainly don't feel like that. They represented no damn black love. Hell, I remember motherfuckers said the same thing about Papoose and Remy Ma. They represented black love, black excellence. How? I mean, you can say Papoose waited for Remy. They got married and he knew she was going to do time and, whatever. But they was having problems from the very beginning. There was no need for him to put that out there to people, so people didn't know. But look at how things happened. Then when she cheated on him with this motherfucker, Easy the Block Captain, notice how since they broke up, she ain't even with that dude no more. You understand what I'm saying? She's not even with him anymore. But then at the same time, he starts dating Clarissa Shields, and all of a sudden, everybody went from hating Remy Ma to, oh, now you want to cheer for Remy Ma because you hope that her Papoose and Shields break up so y'all can, nah, look what happened, that silly shit. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like, what you think you speak on something and you might think something is way better than it really actually is. So it was just a video that I made, and goddamn, I know these motherfuckers saw the video. I know they saw it because everything they talked about, it was just too spot on with everything I said. Not even just what Martin said, but what I said. And I'm like, yeah, damn, man, they calling Martin all types of names and all that, and making Pam the victim, and like Pam was rotten too, man. They all did rotten shit at times, all of them. There is no TV show, no movie, any of that shit where I'm sitting up here in my head fantasizing about I wish things was like that. I remember motherfuckers that do porn, they like, what's one of the biggest misconceptions about porn? Motherfuckers said, okay, this is one of the things that people don't understand. You see a woman fuck on the screen, and you like, God damn it, cause she riding and she damn it. Like, off screen, they don't fuck the same way. They go all out for the money, but don't mean nothing. And it's like, that's why most porno dudes, that's why most people that do porn date each other, because they feel like who else gonna put up with that? Because it ain't got nothing to do with love and commitment. It's the fact that all of them is in an open relationship. All of them. How would you feel going to work? You walk in with your arm around you, or y'all hugged up, and then she run into a coworker. Now, hey, how you doing it? This dude done fucked your woman in her ass, then nutted all in her mouth, all over her face, called her bitch, he probably did shit with it that she don't even do with you. But you understand, this is not the same as they work at the same place. They punch in, Hey, how you doing? Hey, how you doing, man? And go their separate ways. This is a motherfucker having sex with your wife. She's sucking his dick and all this kind of. You understand what I'm saying? And people, well, I mean, she has the right. And listen, for people that can deal with that, that's on them. But they always turn around getting divorced. They can't keep each other happy. It's not the same shit. But morally, you have people say they don't think it's immoral. Then you have people that think it is immoral. So anybody can make a claim. And they also said one of the things that people don't know. Dude, so I'm gonna put you on game. It's like, you know how you watching porn and you see like the chicks be like in the shower doing seductive shit and all that? It's like that was always a way to get them in the shower without embarrassing them. Cause man, some of them bitches be stank, man. Like how you show up to a set fishy, funky like that? How? So we don't embarrass them. You know, they'll have it like, okay, go in the scene saying like, yeah, you gotta get up there, like really touch it, you know, because like, yo, and it be the cute ones. It's always the ones that look good. The ones like, you know, you in the store somewhere, you walking behind a chick in the mall, and that ass just be, and you like, God damn, it's like, yo, I'm telling you, man, yeah, motherfucker coming in, you be like, damn, I seen her work, and then all of a sudden she smell, man, like, and then you talk about how motherfucker be on a time of the month and show up and like, you know, didn't douche or nothing, just I guess wiped. You understand what I'm saying? You don't think about shit like that. You can't smell them through the TV. You just watching what they doing, but you not giving no type of thought. And if you see a person going down, you assume, right? She must be clean, right? Because otherwise yeah, but you see what I'm saying? It's what you don't know. When people talk all this representation stuff, it's like when you hear me say, no, all that hood nigga shit, that's not black culture. That's nigga culture. Them motherfuckers don't represent me. And I don't represent them. For sure. I don't sag my pants. I'm not a grown man telling some, yeah, I mean, what up? What up, son? Yeah, I mean, that's not who I am. I don't sell drugs. I'm not in that jail. I'm not a woman beater. I'm not a child abuser. I'm not a liar, a thief, or none of that shit. I'm a man. I don't take shit from nobody. I don't fuck with nobody, and I will beat the. You understand what I'm saying? It's really simple. So that's all I was saying, man. Yeah, with the videos, and let me say, these women that were talking was on some feminist shit for sure. Because like I said, they defended everything about the women. Like remember the episode when Gina was always asking Martin to do some shit that was just unnecessary. You know, like when they let the women come over there when the woman was pregnant and used his apartment. They had a little get together or whatever, and they was all disrespecting them, talking shit, making fun of them, just all that in his house on top of that, right? But it's a whole lot of stuff you can bring up. But all they did was Martin this and Martin that, and like angrily, and I'm like, damn, what are you mad for? What are you angry at? Like, get it together, man. But that's all that is, man. Let TV is TV. This is all just entertainment. You like it or you don't like it. And I'm willing to guarantee you, them same women that's talking that shit, I bet you they was laughing their ass off when they was watching Martin. But now all of a sudden, oh, because of what he said. And I said, no, I don't. I said, I don't agree with that. That they represented black love like you wasn't used to seeing. I mean, maybe the part about saying like you wasn't used to seeing. I mean, with the freaky shit, you know how they was always making little dirty sex jokes, and you could see the flirtation between the two on. You could see it, the eye contact, all the licking of the lips, and doing little seductive shit with her mouth. You could see that shit. You understand what I'm saying? And when they try to defend her saying that Martin sexually assaulted her, we don't know. All we know is what was said. We wasn't there. But my thing is, if he did actually do it, well, she forgave him, and all of a sudden they close again. She said she will guard his legacy with her life. So while you sitting here bitching and complaining about Martin, she's not. So why are you? You understand what I'm saying? He's playing a character on a show, man. So I guess they think Jerome is a real person too. They don't realize it's Martin. You think that's when he's playing his mother. You think that's Martin's actual mother, Like it's weird. It's just weird. I'm not gonna say if I knew they was gonna act like that, I wouldn't have made the video. No, but it just makes me feel like, God damn. I know they saw the video. I know damn well. Like I said, they talked about everything that I said, but they wasn't directing shit at me because I'd have got in that ass. But it wasn't that. It's just what I'm saying is they made this about a feminist thing and was talking like they was so highly offended because he said that they represented black love, like wasn't used to seeing and all that. Anyway, talk to me in the comment section, y'all. That's all I got for you guys right now. Catch you on the next video.